Everyone, welcome to musicwithryan.com. We are here at lesson number 6 for the beginning guitar 101 eCourse. Okay, and for this lesson, the big tune we're going to look at is Heart of Gold by Neil Young. Now, we're all the way here at lesson number 6, so about halfway through. And, the first few lessons we do a lot of in-depth about technique and holding the guitar and reading and the music and making sure we're just doing things in general. Everything's new. But now these lessons from here on, we're going to, kind of dive into each tune more in depth. Because each tune will bring out a new technique, a new chord, a new way of strumming, and so forth. And this is a great one to do that, to, kind of dive deep in. So, because Heart of Gold is easy on the surface, the chord changes are really easy. We're going to learn some new strumming as well. The big thing we're going to cover is palm muting. Okay, how to palm mute. And it's really going to add a lot of character to your playing. We learn how to get percussive with our instrument, and it provides a different kind of energy in our playing. So we're going to go in depth about palm muting for Heart of Gold. So if you like the way this lesson's going, I would encourage you to check out my whole eCourse. If you kind of like the way I'm teaching and approach these lessons, you can look at the whole eCourse. It's 12 lessons long for a 6-month time period. What I recommend, 2 lessons a month. And it has 12 hours of video instruction. So we go over everything very in-depth. Different camera angles, close-ups on the left and right hand, and all the way from the ground up. So if you've never taken a lesson before, or perhaps you've taken lessons, or you've been playing guitar for 6 months, 8 months, and you haven't had any lessons, and you're just not sure, you want to make sure you're doing things right. I take us all the way from the ground up. And each lesson's a new song, so we're always learning songs. I feel that's almost the best way to get better at guitar is learning new songs all the time. Okay? Has a beginner eCourse guide, ebook. It has the instruction and the chord charts and the sheet music, of course. And each lesson's about 40 minutes to 70 minutes in length. So, again, very in-depth. So for now, we're going to go ahead and check out lesson number 6, give you a glimpse of what's going on and how I teach. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
All right, so here we are, lesson number 6 of the beginner course. And we're going to go over, like always, a handful of new things, and then our tune's going to be Heart of Gold by Neil Young. So if you haven't heard that, or encourage you to, of course, go listen to it. Just type it in YouTube and listen to Heart of Gold a little bit. Again, we're going to be doing a little bit of a simplified version than what he's doing. I am going to get into more of, like, after we walk through everything, I'm going to get into a more intermediate version of kind of, more of what he's actually playing, get closer to what his guitar is doing on the recording. So, battling a little cold here right now, so bear with me. I might have some sniffles here and a little stuffed up, but I think I'm going to make it. So what I want to do first is I just want to kind of get our hands warmed up here, and I want to go over some new chords. There's only one really new chord we have for the tune, but I just want to get our fingers wrapped around some new chords, and then maybe just I want to kind of visit that F chord a little bit. So let's do this. Let's, if you have your Sweet 16 chart pulled up, let's go to the bottom line there and look at D minor, D with the little M. So you got, again, so you can put an X with your pencil on the low E and the low A, because we won't play those 2 strings. Then it's going to be open D, 2nd fret on the G, 1st fret, 1st fret on the high E, and then 3rd fret on the B string. You can use your 3rd finger or your 2nd finger. Either one is totally fine. Okay, so D minor, you can use either finger in there. So the next chord I want to try is the B minor. It's right next to it there. And this is kind of a precursor to the bar chords a little bit. Kind of like with our F, which I want to play again here in a sec, just to make you do it if you haven't done it again. But yes, B minor. So let's check it out. So again, I'm going to have an X on the low E and the low A. So we won't play those two strings, okay? So you might want to jot that down. But my first finger is going to be second fret of the high E string. Second finger is going to be on the third fret of the B string. Okay, then my third finger is going to be on the fourth fret of the D. And then pinky is going to be right below it on the fourth fret of the G. And you're going to strum only what you're pushing down. Okay. And so again, this is the bar chord, what it looks like if I were to bar across the second fret. So I'm going to play it a few times and then we'll break it down. Okay, so kind of what's going on there, I'm doing all downstrokes in that first measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you know, still eighth notes, but down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, down. So that second measure is a little more tricky, and I don't have any of this written down for you. This is all going to be kind of now going to have to really use your eyes and your ears, especially your ears. As a beginner, we don't always get into using our ears a lot. You know, I'm always trying to get people engaged right away, get them going. You know, you're reading the sheet music and chords and stuff like that. And so we don't often get into using our ears as much. So I want to, this is kind of the chance to do that. And I'm still going to, I'm going to kind of tell us the strumming patterns and such. But you're going to have to kind of use your ears for some of this stuff. And that'll even be a better exercise above all, really. So, again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. 1 and 2. And what's kind of going on there, that first measure is I'm kind of like the first stroke is kind of across the string, more of the strings, still muted. And then the and beat is really muted, unlike maybe just a portion of the strings, just to kind of dive a little deeper into it. But 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? You could do kind of all just palm muted real heavy the whole time. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, but I think on the recording he kind of does it just a little bit more the second way. Both would really get the effect across, to be honest. 1